background here is that Charlie Kirk, after his assassination, as you said, there's been this big fight over his legacy, and one of the key players here has been his friend, former Turning Point USA employee, Candace Owens, who's now a mega popular YouTuber. So even before the funeral, she went out and started saying, I think there's these conspiracies. He was before he died, he was about to turn on Israel, and there's kind of this implication that Israel, committed the assassination. And so there's been a lot of back and forth about this. This letter came out where he was like to Benjamin Netanyahu, where he was very complimentary. And basically people were saying, Candace, you don't have the goods. It's over for you. And then she came out with this text message on Monday. And basically it's a conversation with Charlie Kirk and some other donors. And basically he says that, as she had said in the past, that donors were getting mad at him for hanging out with people like Tucker Carlson, who's also very critical of Israel. And at one point, Charlie Kirk says, Jewish donors play into all the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause.
It seems a little bit too conveniently phrased, to be honest.
Well, Turning Point USA confirmed it's real. It's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
They're real. Okay.
Yes, the Turning Point spokesman confirmed that they're real.
I'm not even going to get into what the stereotypes are.
Yeah, kind of a crazy. It's sort of that aspect hasn't really been remarked upon a lot.
I think what he means is they care only about Israel and are going to put the screws to him because he's with Tucker Carlson, who has been critical of Israel. And I think in the text, which I didn't realize had been confirmed as authentic, he says he's lost money from a prominent donor because he won't disavow Tucker. So
I think this is becoming a real issue for Turning Point USA. They, basically they're kind of being led around by Candace Owens here. And now they're coming out and saying, oh yeah, they said the texts are out and they're real. And actually we're really glad they're out now because, now we can really talk about it.
I'm very curious, like when TPUSA reconvenes, in whatever new capacity they're going to have. I mean, one of the fault line issues that I'm going to be looking for is what do they say about Israel? I mean, there is a real divide within the ranks over the U.S.-Israel alliance here.